Hi, this is Felicia Brown with Spolutions, and I'm here at the Canadian Massage Conference with Canadian massage therapist Don Dillon. Don, it's great to talk to you again today and to get to interview you in this other format. We've done some audio interviews for Massage Therapy Radio and the pre-conference broadcast series, but welcome.
Thank you. I'm a fan of what you do, and I'm a fan of what Ryan does, and it's just great to be on the show.
Well, it's great to have you here. So, I know that one of the things you're interested in sharing with our viewers is current trends, new, perhaps exciting developments that are going on in our industry. Is there anything special that you want to talk about?
The thing I'm most passionate about right now is talking about how things are changing in the massage therapy industry. From post-Second World War, massage therapy grew dramatically because of skilled workers had employment benefit plans, discretionary income, the athletic movement that grew out of all those discretionary dollars and leisure time that people had, and the sports injuries that developed from those. And then we went into workplace related human performance or workplace wellness programs that were all great boons to the massage therapy industry, as well as chiropractic and some of the others. But at the turn of the millennium, of course, we've had some very different economic circumstances in North America that are affecting the way massage therapists work, and I want to talk a lot about those and help therapists prepare for the changes that we're currently in and where we might be going with all of this.
So what's maybe one of the changes that you really see on the horizon specifically, that people are going to need help dealing with? Yeah.
In my presentation, I referred to these affectionately as the four horsemen of the apocalypse. The first horseman is government healthcare policy and taxation. Here in Ontario and several other Canadian provinces, we have to charge 13% tax on top of our services. Now, the physiotherapists and the chiropractors don't need to do that, so we're at a direct competitive disadvantage. And as well, the government healthcare policy, we're a regulated health profession, but we're not part of the $200 billion that are spent on healthcare annually. So we've got one foot in, but we've got one foot out. The second issue is insurance compensation issues. As you know, with insurance companies, they're always trying to maximize their premiums, and they're trying to make sure that their dollars are spent judiciously, that are paid out. And we've had a problem in the massage therapy profession with credibility because there's been a lot of cases of massage insurance fraud where services were paid for that weren't provided or were not really medically necessary. And another issue with insurance companies is that they keep trying, of course, to contain their costs. So there's been a lot of pressure in auto insurance and workers' compensation in terms of keeping those costs down. So during the time of the growth, during the 60s, 70s, and 80s, when their extended health benefits were provided to skilled workers to keep them on, when you have a down economy and a surplus of workers, you don't have companies offering these extended health benefits. So I think insurance has become a real issue. The third issue in terms of the third horseman in the issue revolves around profiteers and exploiters. Because massage has been so popular, we've also unfortunately attracted a number of individuals or companies that would take advantage of that. So you have schools that are opening up, taking advantage of government funding for retraining after they've been laid off in some industry. You've got, again, spas and some other rehab companies that are claiming to provide massage therapy services and are maximizing the claims and really not using them to full capacity. So that's a real issue for us. And the fourth horseman that I like to mention is in Canada right now, we have a lot of reorganization of healthcare. With the 60s, 70s, and 80s, with the salaries that were paid to physicians and nurses, like everybody else, their incomes went up. Well, the government's finding that with a fifth of our population retiring or in that retirement age where they need more healthcare dollars, the government is panicking on how they're going to spend, how they're going to provide. So we're seeing them switching funding from physicians and nurses to nurse practitioners, physiotherapists, and pharmacists who are providing some of the services that physicians and nurses used to provide, but at, of course, a lower salary level. And then there's a next level of assistance. You have pharmacy assistants, physiotherapy assistants that are providing services. And my concern is that physiotherapists will take opportunity with their expanded scope of practice, which they've had in the last 2 years, and they'll start hiring physician assist or physiotherapy assistants to start doing some basic massage. It's a benefit to them to have someone in-house providing massage that they can pay $15 to $18 an hour, rather than hiring a massage therapist whose salary requirements would probably be higher, or sending them down the street and really not getting any profit margin from that at all. So I'm concerned about that happening. So again, the four horsemen of the apocalypse: the government, taxation and healthcare policy, the gatekeeper professions and the assistance and the implications that has, the insurance compensation, and these profiteers and fraudsters. So what, I'm imagining your next question is, well, what do we do about all this? Well, I think that there's 3, maybe 4 opportunities. The first one is that the massage franchises that are opening up provide an opportunity for therapists to work who don't have business savvy, who don't know how to market themselves, who don't have operation systems, who don't have the capital in order to open up their own location. I think some of the more legitimate massage franchises really offer an opportunity. Some of them are on that exploiter fraudster side, so we have to be cautious, but some of the higher end ones are really providing, I think, good opportunities for massage therapists. The second opportunity, which is maybe an opportunity or not, is a lot of people think massage therapists should become higher in education and higher on the pole in terms of healthcare. They think we should have a degree level program. They think we should have evidence-based practice.
Right.
The problem with that is we have a scope of practice that is so broad. We have therapists that are working in cruise ships or at home or in spas, very sort of more general practices, all the way up to rehabilitative sciences and everything in between.
It is a broad field.
So the government, the insurance, the public and media, the other healthcare disciplines, they're all confused about what a massage therapist is because we have such a broad scope. So that, by definition, limits our credibility and our access to healthcare funding. So it's a possibility we could move toward a degree level program and evidence-based practice, but we would still need a huge amount of resources pulled in just to move us into the company of the big boys club, the old boys club that exists now, because physicians and physiotherapists and other professions, they're not going to give up that position willingly. We can't just walk in and become a primary health discipline. We'd have a lot of fighting to do. The third option, I think, is the most lucrative, and I was in Seattle last year at the Highlighting Massage in Complementary and Integrated Medicine, highlighted by the Massage Therapy Foundation. And one of the speakers, William Meeker, a chiropractor, at a roundtable about public health and massage, said, as chiropractors, we have to train our practitioners, we have to do research, invest in research, we have to lobby government for positive healthcare policy change, and we have to knock on the insurance doors and try to get more compensation. Why are we doing this all by ourselves? And that rattled around my brain for about 8 months. Why are we doing this by ourselves? It makes so much sense that we would collaborate with the primary complementary and alternative medicine disciplines, so chiropractic and osteopathic, naturopathic and homeopathic, the massage therapists, of course, and traditional Chinese medicine and acupuncture. Not the fringe professions that I think we might have concerns about aligning with, but the ones that are more mainstream in terms of complementary and alternative medicine. I think if we aligned with those and put our resources into training and research and lobbying government and the insurance industry, we could have much more power. That wouldn't be the end result, though. The end result would be that we would actually eventually be integrated in, so that physicians and nurse practitioners would lead integrated clinics that would have both conventional medicine and complementary and alternative medicine. So that's I think probably the best effort. Of course, the biggest obstacle is all the professions have their own territory and their own agendas, and that would be the biggest obstacle to fight it. But our patients want integrated care. Physicians want to work with complementary and alternative medicine. We're really the ones standing in the way. The last opportunity I would like to recommend is that there always has been an opportunity for human performance. when Ida Rolf started and Sandy Fritz and other originators in the field, they were doing work that not just relieved pain and stress, but actually actualized the person, helped them fulfill their human potential. And I think we still have an opportunity in that market. We have to position ourselves very, very effectively to be able to work with those people and convince them to not just pay the minimal insurance amount for resolving your accident, but actually aspiring to be more of who you could be. So the four opportunities that I see, and I think that we need to all collaborate on interprofessionally but cross-professionally, is the massage franchises will provide opportunity. The degree level education and evidence-based practice and massage therapists becoming initiating health providers, I don't see that happening. I think we're too broad in scope. Too many of us have too broad of a scope and practice to work with that. But the collaboration with complementary and alternative medicine, and then the whole human performance life actualization movement, I think that the baby boomers will be willing to fund their care and their kin, their children who are not as well off, and their grandchildren who are all in these sports, all these soccer players. They're going to want them to receive the best care. So there's opportunities, but as a profession, more than any other time in this economic circumstance, we need to work together.
Well, I'll tell you a great opportunity that I want to share with everybody watching, and that is the opportunity to get your new book. I know it just came out here at the conference. You're launching it. Do you want to talk about that for a minute?
Sure. The new book is actually, it started about 6 years ago. I wrote on better business agreements for massage therapists that looked at the tenuous relationships between massage business owners and their associates. There were a lot of broken relationships. The associates were complaining that they were getting a raw deal and they were transient and moving around. The clinic owners were saying, we're not making any money here, we're not making any profit margins, and the associates are taking part of our business and moving it down the road. So huge implications with that. So I wrote a book based on that. It was a little book, and then realized that at some point needed to be able to expand the scope. We needed some information about how clinic owners massage business owners could help their associates to develop. So I've got a whole section in here for the entry-level practitioners to help move them along. There is a section in the book on other sources of income. So massage is very time and labor intensive. It wears you down. What else can you do to generate income? And I know that you do a lot of work in this field in terms of offering various products to your clients so that they can benefit from those products. We have a section on selling a massage therapy business because just like everybody else in North America, a fifth of our population is moving into that retirement age. And you kindly contributed a section in the book on your story about when you sold your massage therapy business. And most practitioners walk away from their business, maybe sell a couple sticks of furniture, but lose out on all of the investment, the reputation and location they built over years. And so I don't want to see that happen. So we've got a section in the book. And the other section in the book is on what we just talked about the past, the massage therapy historical past, the present challenges, and what's our prophecy? What are the things that we can do to help affect the profession?
Well, I'm really excited. I just got my copy today, and tell everyone the title again for us, Don.
It's called Massage Therapist Practice: Start, Sustain, and Succeed.
I think that's great. There's a lot of great information in here. Don is just filled with ideas and help, lots of research in the industry about insurance and just how to make your practice successful on every level. Thanks again for being here. I know that you've been really well received as an instructor here, of course, as always, and I just appreciate you taking the time to talk with us today.
It's my pleasure. Thanks.
Oh, thank you.